So welcome everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the cross in Jeet Kune Do. The cross is a rear hand strike. It is when I'm taking my straight punch and putting it on the back hand. So we've looked at jab in the past, where I reach out and punch just with that lead arm. The cross is the backhand. A lot of the mechanics are the same. So if you haven't watched the jab video, make sure you go watch the jab video. The cross is you're going to add more body weight and more body rotation, which gives you more reach, more penetration, and just more momentum because there's more weight attached to it. So like the jab, I am extending the hand out right from where it is. I don't need to wind up and extend. I don't need to do any other weird stuff with it. Right from where it is, it pistons straight out. I extend and then retract back to its starting posture. The difference for the cross is that rather than just the arm, where it's basically a slow jab, because all I have is the weight and the force of the arm itself, I'm going to add some body rotation to it. So from my Baijang stance, from my ready stance, I'm turning the back foot. I am rotating on the ball of the foot, pushing my weight from about 50-50 until it is maybe 80% on the front leg and 15-20% on the back leg. It is not just turning the heel to turn the heel. It's not like doing the twist here. I want to push weight onto the front leg. And as I do that, I sit a little bit into that front leg. So I'm taking the crease of my hip, I'm sitting down, I'm folding a little bit more here. Be sure that doesn't put your weight past that front leg. So when I turn the hip and I push weight forward, I'm not leaning my head and my shoulders past that lead leg, past that lead knee. Instead, it is sitting down to keep my spine and my head relatively upright. So I'm pushing weight forward, sinking on the lead hip, and keeping everything vertical. At the same time, my shoulders rotate, my hand punches. Extend the hand as I turn the shoulders, as I turn the hips, as I push the weight to the front. While I'm extending the rear hand, my front hand is going to pull back, partly to guard my face, right? As I hit, I don't want to leave this big opening or I'm going to get counterpunched. So the lead hand pulls back to cover on the high line. You can cover super high, you can cover your jaw, as long as it's up. I don't want it to be below your jaw. The other thing is that that pull is an active pulling motion. It pulls, putting my shoulder back, which pushes this shoulder forward because they're attached, they're on a lever. So like I'm doing a seesaw, I'm trying to stomp down this side and shoot this hand out. So it's not just that I'm covering passively, it's that I'm actively trying to add a little bit of force to the rear hand by pulling with the front hand. So I extend, and then I return right back to where I was. Do not let this drop as I come back. I'm not circling here as much as extending straight forward, returning straight back. Punch, return. Punch, return. Punch, return. And every time that lead hand is coming back to my face. Things to note about the cross. The jab is used as a range finder. If I can just barely tap with my jab, I should be able to punch through the target with my cross. It is only true if you have the body rotation. If I can just barely jab and I reach for the cross but I don't turn the body, now I will come up short because my backhand is behind my front hand. I need that extra body rotation to, again, not just like tap the target, but go through the target. I want to have a little bit of extra oomph punching through. So, excuse me, play with the cross, rotating the body and punching straight out. Just don't lose, this hand stays at head level. Play with it, give it a shot.